I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. We're really happy you're here with us today. Whether you're resting after a long day, sitting quietly at night, walking outside, or simply looking for a calm place to relax and practice English.
Thank you for spending this moment with us.
Today's conversation is going to be very gentle, honest, and deeply human.
Because today we're talking about loneliness.
More specifically, talking about loneliness in English.
Loneliness is something many people experience quietly.
Sometimes even people surrounded by others still feel emotionally alone inside.
And in modern life, loneliness became more complicated somehow.
We are constantly connected online.
But many people still feel disconnected emotionally.
In today's episode, we'll talk about friendships, emotional connection, modern life, social media, feeling misunderstood, and the quiet emotions many adults carry silently.
We'll also practice calm and natural English conversation together while learning emotional vocabulary, useful sentence patterns, and real-life English expressions.
This lesson is perfect for English learners who want to improve their fluency through meaningful and relaxing conversations.
So if you want to improve your English while listening to warm and thoughtful discussions, you're in the right place.
And if you enjoy these kinds of deep English conversations, please subscribe to Chill English channel.
Subscribing helps us continue creating peaceful and meaningful English lessons for learners around the world.
All right, Sophia.
Let's begin.
Do you think loneliness became more common in modern life?
Honestly, yes, I really think so.
Why?
Because modern life made people constantly connected digitally.
But emotionally disconnected at the same time.
Exactly.
That contradiction feels very modern somehow.
We can message people instantly,
Talk online all day,
scroll social media constantly.
yet many people still feel lonely emotionally.
Lonely and alone are actually slightly different emotionally.
And that's true.
Lone simply means physically by yourself.
But loneliness is emotional.
Someone can enjoy being alone.
But loneliness usually feels painful emotionally.
That's such an important difference.
Let's teach our listeners a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One useful pattern is, sometimes I feel lonely when blank.
For example, sometimes I feel lonely when I spend too much time online.
Or, sometimes I feel lonely even around other people.
Native speakers use this kind of emotional phrasing very naturally.
Another useful expression is, I miss having deeper conversations.
That sentence sounds very emotionally natural.
Especially in modern life where many conversations feel rushed or superficial.
Superficial is a great vocabulary word here.
Superficial means lacking emotional depth or real meaning.
For example, social media interactions sometimes feel superficial.
Or, many people crave deeper emotional connection.
Crave is another excellent emotional word.
Crave means strongly wanting or emotionally needing something.
Humans naturally crave connection.
Definitely.
Real conversations.
Feeling understood.
Emotional safety.
Feeling accepted naturally.
Loneliness often becomes stronger when people feel emotionally unseen.
Unseen is such a powerful emotional word.
Feeling unseen means feeling emotionally unnoticed or misunderstood by others.
I think many adults secretly feel emotionally unseen sometimes.
Especially because adult life becomes busy and emotionally complicated.
Responsibilities increase.
Friendships change.
People move away.
Work becomes stressful.
Time becomes limited.
Maintaining deep relationships becomes surprisingly difficult during adulthood.
Definitely.
As children or teenagers, friendships often happened naturally.
School created daily connection automatically,
But adult life requires much more effort socially.
which can quietly create isolation over time.
Isolation is another important emotional word.
Isolation means feeling separated emotionally or socially from others.
For example, many adults experience emotional isolation.
Or Working remotely sometimes increases feelings of isolation.
Another huge reason people feel lonely today is social media comparison.
Definitely.
Online, people constantly see groups of friends, relationships, parties, vacations, and happy moments.
Which creates the illusion that everyone else is more connected or happier.
Illusion is another excellent vocabulary word.
An illusion is something that appears true but is not fully real.
Social media often hides loneliness behind beautiful photos and carefully edited moments.
Many people online probably feel lonely too,
Exactly.
but loneliness is often hidden quietly.
Especially because people sometimes feel ashamed of loneliness.
Which is sad, honestly.
Very sad.
Loneliness is part of being human sometimes.
Everyone experiences emotional disconnection at certain points in life.
Another thing I've noticed is that loneliness feels heavier at night.
That's very true,
Nights often become emotionally quieter.
which makes thoughts and emotions feel louder.
During busy daytime hours, distractions exist everywhere.
Work,
Notifications,
responsibilities.
noise.
But nighttime creates emotional stillness.
Stillness is such a beautiful word.
Stillness means deep quietness and calm.
Sometimes stillness feels peaceful.
But sometimes it makes loneliness feel stronger emotionally.
Especially for people who already feel disconnected or emotionally exhausted.
Emotional exhaustion and loneliness often affect each other.
Definitely.
Lonely people often overthink more.
And emotionally exhausted people sometimes isolate themselves socially.
Which can create unhealthy emotional cycles.
Another thing modern life changed is the quality of communication.
That's such an important topic.
Many conversations today feel shorter and more distracted.
Phones interrupt conversations constantly.
Attention spans became shorter,
People multitask during conversations.
which can make interactions feel emotionally shallow sometimes.
Humans need presence emotionally.
Presence means giving full emotional and mental attention to someone.
Feeling truly listened to became surprisingly rare.
And when people don't feel heard emotionally, loneliness grows stronger.
Another thing many adults secretly miss is emotional closeness.
Definitely.
Having someone they can speak honestly with.
Someone who understands them deeply.
Someone they feel safe around emotionally.
Emotional safety is incredibly important for human connection.
Safety is not only physical.
Emotional safety matters deeply too.
Feeling judged constantly creates emotional distance.
While feeling accepted creates emotional comfort.
Comfort is another important emotional word.
Comfort means emotional ease, warmth, or security.
For example, close friendships create emotional comfort.
Or many people simply want comfort and understanding.
I think modern loneliness is not only about being physically alone. It's more about feeling emotionally disconnected from others, and even from yourself sometimes.
And maybe that's why so many people today quietly search for deeper connection, slower conversations, and relationships that feel emotionally genuine.
One thing I find very interesting about loneliness is that many people experience it quietly.
Yes, loneliness is often invisible.
Someone can appear completely fine externally,
Smiling, working, socializing.
but internally feel emotionally disconnected,
That's why loneliness can feel so confusing sometimes.
especially because people often associate loneliness only with being physically alone.
But emotional loneliness is very different,
Someone can spend time with many people,
yet still feel deeply lonely emotionally.
because loneliness is often about emotional connection, not physical proximity.
Proximity is a great vocabulary word.
Yes, proximity means physical closeness or nearness.
Emotional closeness matters much more than physical proximity sometimes.
Definitely.
A person can sit beside you physically,
But still feel emotionally far away.
and that emotional distance creates loneliness,
Emotional distance is becoming very common in modern life.
especially because many people became emotionally guarded.
Guarded is another important emotional word.
Guarded means emotionally protective and careful about showing feelings.
Many adults hide emotions because they fear rejection, judgment, or vulnerability,
Vulnerability became difficult for many people.
especially online, where people constantly compare themselves to others.
Social media often encourages performance instead of authenticity.
Authenticity is such a beautiful word.
Authenticity means being real, honest, and emotionally genuine.
Humans naturally crave authenticity emotionally.
Because authentic conversations create deeper connection.
Let's teach our listeners a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One useful pattern is, sometimes I feel disconnected from,
For example, sometimes I feel disconnected from people around me.
or sometimes I feel disconnected from myself emotionally.
That second sentence sounds very deep emotionally.
Yes, many people experience that feeling during stressful periods of life.
Modern life moves so quickly that people sometimes lose emotional connection with themselves.
Constant stimulation makes emotional reflection difficult.
Phones, work, notifications, social media,
The mind rarely becomes quiet enough to process emotions deeply.
which can increase emotional loneliness.
Another thing many adults experience is friendship loneliness.
Ah, yes. Adult friendships change a lot over time.
As children, friendships often happened naturally.
But adulthood becomes much more complicated socially.
People become busy.
Responsibilities increase.
Time becomes limited.
Energy becomes limited too.
Maintaining close friendships requires emotional effort.
And many adults quietly drift apart from old friends over time.
Drift apart is a very natural English expression.
Drift apart means slowly becoming emotionally distant over time.
For example, many friendships drift apart during adulthood.
Or, people sometimes drift apart without conflict or anger.
That's honestly one of the saddest parts of adult life.
Definitely.
Another thing that increases loneliness is feeling misunderstood.
Feeling misunderstood can feel deeply isolating emotionally.
Isolating is another excellent emotional word.
Isolating means creating feelings of loneliness or emotional separation.
For example, feeling misunderstood can feel emotionally isolating.
Or, anxiety sometimes creates emotional isolation.
Humans naturally want understanding.
Definitely.
Feeling heard.
Feeling accepted.
Feeling emotionally safe.
Feeling able to speak honestly without fear of judgment.
Many people today struggle to find spaces where they feel emotionally comfortable being themselves.
Which is why loneliness often exists even inside relationships sometimes.
That's such an important point.
A relationship does not automatically remove loneliness.
Emotional connection matters more than relationship status.
Exactly.
Some people feel lonely while single,
And some people feel lonely inside relationships too.
because loneliness is emotional, not mathematical.
That's actually a beautiful sentence.
But true.
Another thing modern loneliness changed is conversation quality.
Definitely.
Many conversations today feel rushed or distracted.
People check phones constantly while talking,
Attention moves everywhere.
which can make conversations feel emotionally incomplete somehow.
Incomplete is a great word here.
Incomplete means unfinished or emotionally unsatisfying.
Many people miss long and meaningful conversations
Conversations where people truly listen,
without rushing,
without multitasking.
without checking notifications every few minutes.
Presence became rare.
Presence is one of the most important parts of emotional connection.
Presence means giving full emotional and mental attention to someone.
Feeling fully listened to creates emotional closeness naturally.
Another thing loneliness affects deeply is self-esteem.
Definitely.
Long periods of loneliness can slowly affect how people view themselves.
Some people begin thinking, maybe nobody truly understands me.
Or maybe I'm difficult to connect with.
Those thoughts can become emotionally painful over time.
Especially because loneliness often increases overthinking too,
Lonely people sometimes replay conversations repeatedly,
wondering if they said something wrong.
or fearing rejection socially.
Loneliness and insecurity often strengthen each other emotionally.
Another thing I've noticed is that modern adults are emotionally exhausted.
Definitely.
Work stress, responsibilities, mental overload.
Emotional exhaustion makes connection harder sometimes,
Because tired people often isolate themselves to recover mentally.
which is understandable emotionally.
But isolation can also increase loneliness over time.
Another huge part of loneliness is the feeling of not belonging.
Belonging is such an important human need.
Humans naturally want to feel accepted somewhere emotionally.
Feeling connected to people, places, or communities matters deeply psychologically.
Without belonging, people often feel emotionally adrift.
Adrift is a beautiful emotional vocabulary word.
Adrift means emotionally lost, disconnected, or without direction.
For example, modern life sometimes makes people feel emotionally adrift.
Or loneliness can create feelings of emotional drifting.
Another reason loneliness became stronger today is that many people fear vulnerability,
Opening up emotionally became difficult.
especially because modern culture often encourages emotional independence constantly.
People feel pressure to appear emotionally strong all the time.
But humans naturally need support and connection.
Emotional honesty actually creates stronger relationships.
Definitely.
Some of the deepest human connections happen when people finally feel safe enough to speak honestly.
Honest conversations create emotional warmth.
Warmth is such a beautiful emotional word.
Emotional warmth means kindness, comfort, and genuine emotional care.
Warm people often make others feel safe naturally.
And maybe that's what many lonely people are truly searching for.
Not perfection,
Not popularity,
but emotional warmth, understanding, and genuine human connection. Now that we've talked about emotional loneliness, social disconnection, friendships, vulnerability, and modern life, let's focus on something important.
Yes, let's talk about healing loneliness and creating deeper human connection.
Because even though loneliness feels painful sometimes, humans are naturally capable of reconnecting emotionally.
Definitely.
I think many people eventually realize that what they truly want is not constant attention,
What meaningful connection.
real conversations,
Feeling understood.
feeling emotionally safe.
Feeling accepted without pretending to be someone else.
Pretending becomes emotionally exhausting over time.
Especially in modern life where many people feel pressure to appear perfect constantly.
Social media intensifies that pressure a lot.
Definitely.
Perfect photos,
Perfect lifestyles.
perfect relationships.
Perfect happiness.
But real human connection usually grows through honesty, not perfection.
That's such an important lesson emotionally.
Vulnerability often creates stronger connection than perfection.
Vulnerability means openly sharing real emotions, fears, or struggles honestly.
For example, vulnerability helps people connect emotionally.
Or, honest conversations require vulnerability.
Let's teach our listeners a useful sentence pattern.
Good idea.
One useful pattern is, I feel more connected when,
For example, I feel more connected when people listen sincerely.
or I feel more connected during honest conversations.
Native speakers use emotionally descriptive patterns like this very naturally.
Another important part of loneliness is learning how to enjoy healthy solitude too.
Ah, yes. Solitude and loneliness are different emotionally.
Solitude can actually feel peaceful.
Solitude means being alone in a calm or healthy way.
Many emotionally healthy people enjoy quiet solitude sometimes.
Reading,
Walking,
thinking quietly.
spending time away from noise and stimulation.
The problem begins when solitude turns into painful emotional isolation.
Exactly.
Emotional balance is important.
Humans need both connection and quietness.
Another thing many people slowly learn is that quality matters more than quantity in relationships.
Definitely.
A few deep and genuine connections often feel more meaningful than many shallow interactions,
Shallow relationships can still feel emotionally lonely.
especially when people cannot truly express themselves honestly.
Another important part of connection is feeling emotionally safe enough to be imperfect.
That's such a beautiful idea.
Real connection often happens when people stop performing and start relaxing emotionally.
Relaxing emotionally feels rare in modern life,
Many adults constantly feel judged socially somehow.
which makes emotional openness difficult.
Openness is another useful emotional word.
Openness means willingness to share emotions honestly and naturally.
For example, emotional openness strengthens relationships.
Or, loneliness sometimes decreases when people become more emotionally open.
Another thing modern adults are rediscovering is the importance of presence.
Presence matters deeply in human connection.
Feeling truly listened to creates emotional warmth naturally.
Warmth is such an important emotional feeling.
Emotional warmth means kindness, sincerity, and emotional comfort.
Warm people often make others feel safe very quickly.
Sometimes one sincere conversation can reduce loneliness tremendously,
Definitely.
especially in modern life where many interactions feel distracted or rushed.
Phones interrupt conversations constantly now,
Attention spans became shorter,
and people often multitask during conversations.
which makes emotional connection weaker sometimes.
Humans naturally want presence and attention emotionally.
Another important thing about loneliness is that healing usually happens slowly.
Definitely.
Deep emotional connection takes time.
Trust takes time,
Vulnerability takes courage.
and meaningful friendships require emotional effort.
Intentional adult friendships especially require intentional effort.
Intentional is another excellent vocabulary word.
Intentional means done consciously and with purpose.
For example, maintaining adult friendships requires intentional effort.
Or, intentional conversations often create stronger emotional connection.
Another thing many lonely people experience is the fear that they are alone in their feelings,
But actually, loneliness is incredibly common.
especially today.
Millions of people quietly feel disconnected emotionally.
Which is why honest conversations about loneliness matter so much.
Talking openly about emotions reduces shame,
Shame often makes loneliness stronger.
because shame encourages emotional hiding and isolation.
Isolation usually increases loneliness even more.
Another thing people slowly realize is that emotional connection cannot be replaced by constant stimulation.
Social media, entertainment, and endless scrolling may distract loneliness temporarily.
But they usually cannot fully replace genuine human closeness emotionally.
Humans naturally need understanding, empathy, and emotional presence.
Empathy is another beautiful emotional word.
Empathy means understanding and emotionally feeling another person's emotions.
Empathetic people often make others feel emotionally safe.
Safety is deeply important for connection.
People usually connect most deeply when they feel accepted instead of judged.
Another thing loneliness teaches people is the value of genuine relationships.
Definitely.
As people grow older, many stop chasing popularity.
And start valuing sincerity much more.
Honest friendships,
Calm conversations.
emotionally safe people,
Real understanding.
those things become deeply valuable emotionally.
Another important lesson is this.
Being emotionally understood is one of the most comforting human experiences.
Definitely.
Sometimes people don't need solutions immediately.
They simply want someone to listen sincerely,
To feel seen emotionally.
to feel less alone inside their thoughts.
And maybe that's why calm and meaningful conversations matter so much.
Because genuine connection helps people feel human again.
Let's teach one final useful sentence pattern.
The pattern is, one thing that helps me feel connected is,
For example, one thing that helps me feel connected is having honest conversations.
or one thing that helps me feel connected is spending quality time with people I trust.
Those sentences sound very natural and emotionally warm in English.
Let's do a little speaking practice.
If possible, try answering these questions out loud.
First question, why do people feel lonely in modern life?
Second question, what kind of conversations feel emotionally meaningful to you?
Third question, how does social media affect loneliness?
Fourth question, what helps people feel emotionally connected?
Fifth question, what does genuine friendship mean to you?
Try using the sentence patterns we practiced today.
For example, sometimes I feel lonely when,
Or, I feel more connected when.
or one thing that helps me feel connected is,
Speaking out loud helps emotional English become more natural and fluent.
and emotional conversations are one of the best ways to improve real communication skills in English.
Before we finish, let's quickly review what we talked about today.
We discussed loneliness, emotional disconnection, adult friendships, social media, vulnerability, and human connection.
We also talked about emotional safety, authenticity, empathy, openness, and meaningful communication.
We learned useful emotional vocabulary and natural English sentence patterns related to loneliness and connection.
Most importantly, we talked about something many people experience quietly.
Feeling emotionally alone.
And maybe one of the biggest lessons is this.
Loneliness does not mean someone is weak.
It means they are human.
Humans naturally need understanding, warmth, and connection.
And even small moments of genuine connection can change emotions deeply.
Now it's time for our question of the day. What helps you feel emotionally connected to other people?
Write your answer in the comments.
You can begin your sentence like this. One thing that helps me feel connected is...
We always enjoy reading your answers.
It's a wonderful way to practice your English writing skills.
Remember, it's okay to be alone sometimes. The key is to think deeply about your life and take action.
Yes, you don't have to be with others always.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe to Chill English channel.
Subscribing helps us continue creating calm and meaningful English lessons for learners around the world.
Keep practicing a little every day.
And remember, learning English is a journey.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.